Here it is. Wow. Donald Trump, we have at 46%, Biden, 44%.
And this is significant because this is the first time in the history of our poll that former President Trump beats President Biden, still within the margin of error, but still significant.
Yeah, in 2019, 2020, when Trump was president, he trailed all of them. This year, he's trailed all of them in our poll. First time in more than a dozen polls we've seen a result like this. Some of the other ingredients that go into that, Biden has long had an advantage over Trump on likability. Look, at the start of this year, 39% said they had a positive view of Biden, barely 30% of Trump. We've seen consistently a gap like this. Now, the gap is gone. 36 positive on both, and actually Biden 1 point more negative than Trump. That's been a significant advantage for Biden. Our poll says that advantage, at least for now, may be gone. And we talked about younger voters on foreign policy, and it's true on a host of other topics. Disaffected with Joe Biden, we have 46% for Trump.
Yes, the Biden replacement operation is in full swing. I believe you've seen this. Libras are going off on Biden like never before. CNN admit Donald Trump has the best chance of winning the general elections and highlight how Ron DeSantis is polling at 5% among voters in New Hampshire. Embarrassing. Soon it will disappear to zero. That is according to this tweet. Donald Trump is such an incredible force. Everyone should be studying him. Now, when you take a look at what is going on and the campaign Libras are carrying out, it is just for one thing. At the end of this video, you will realize exactly what I'm talking about. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that. And if possible, why not share out this video?
You see one poll that has a candidate 2 points down to another candidate. You say, okay, this race is within the margin of error. This poll's within the margin of error. But we've not just had one poll, not two, not three. We've had 4 recent polls nationally that suggest something very interesting. That is that Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, is ahead of Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, by anywhere from 2 to 4 points.
So just how unusual is it for an incumbent president to be trailing at this point?
Look, if you go back over the last 80 years, go all the way back to FDR, what do you see? You see there, in fact, have only been 2 incumbent presidents at this particular point in time who have actually trailed for re-election at this point since 1943. One of those, I think, is fairly familiar, given the last slide. That was Donald Trump back in 2020. But Joe Biden is just the second president at this point to be trailing for re-election. The average incumbent, in fact, leads by a little bit more than 10 percentage points. So this is extremely unusual to find a president trailing by any margin, even one that's, say, 2 or 3 percentage points on average, as we saw in that first slide.
Prominent Democrats like David Axelrod calling for Biden to, quote, get out or get going. Did he say that? Get out or get going?
I believe in a tweet or two and some stuff. Look, people who think that Joe Biden is perhaps too old, they're right.
Perhaps.
Don't spill the water. Something might come out of it. It's not that, you know, everyone ages differently.
I agree.
And you know, so Betty White lived to be 99. Mick Jagger is still twisting his ass.
Mr. Right. I've been the one making that case year after year here against ageism. I always said it's a case-by-case basis.
It's a case-by-case.
But for that argument to have teeth, you also have to be the person who can go, yeah, but this is the case.
Main arguments that we're hearing from candidates not named Trump is that he can't win. And that argument is falling on deaf ears with this New Hampshire Republican primary electorate. Look at this movement. Donald Trump back in September, 51% of likely Republican primary voters said he had the best chance of winning a general election. That's now up to 57%. So he's up 6 points on electability. Now you see Haley's made progress on electability too. She's up 5. DeSantis way down on this score. He's down 11 points on being seen as the one with the best chance to win. But it's...
Yes, Libras don't like this news. I have seen a lot of videos on social media and polls showing just the same thing. CNN, MNBC, just like this. This is Maher. Maher hosts show host Maher says Biden is going to lose in 2024, right after Pink Hair, former acting chair of the DNC, donor, said Biden is too old for president. The Biden replacement operation is in full swing. The comment from Maher and Brazil came during a segment on Maher shows with Ukraine, and CNN set out Adam Kinziker. Look, people think that Biden is perhaps too old. They are right. Brazil said perhaps Maher Joe Biden is going to lose because the people think he is too old and perceptions is reality. He later added, that is something that is going on right now with Libras. Like this man said, the Biden replacement operation is in full swing. That is the truth, I've realized. CNN is going off on Biden, NBC is going off on Biden. It is like they have the same talking point. But when you take a look at the new polls that are coming out, Trump is beating Biden full hands. If Trump is standing up to run with Biden today, he has won. You might be asking yourself why all these numerous persecutions, this is as a result of this. If you see Libras doing this kind of video, then you should understand they are doing this to replace Biden. And the person they are actually thinking is like they are still to bring forth. Yes, let me say this before I end the video. If you have been following me for some time, you realize I do just this. Please share out the videos. The channel has been suppressed. Videos don't get recommended. When I look through the comment sections, I see people saying, where have you been? I don't see your videos again. I don't understand what is going on. I've tried to figure out, wrote them, they could not say anything. So the only solution is for you to help share out the videos.
Justice lead coincides with our 2024 and political leads. It's a safe bet that the subject is one, Donald Trump. The New York Times' Maggie Haberman is here with me to share her insights. One, Donald Trump. The New York Times' Maggie Haberman is here with me to share her insights into Trump world in a way that only she can, really.
Well, thanks.
I think.
I appreciate that, Jake.
It's okay. So Trump keeps trying to rewrite the history of what happened on January 6th. So
and then I look up their handle and it always says, love Trump, love Jesus. I love Jesus too. You know, we all love Jesus. But they love Trump and Jesus? That's an oxymoron right there.
Yeah.